Hello, friends, and welcome to Adventures in Pixieland. My name is Amy. I am an ordained minister. We are doing Bible study. We are in the Niv. We are doing the Old Testament and the Psalms this year. So you should be able to see posted already Genesis chapter 1 and 2, as well as Psalm 1 from book 1. And now we are doing Genesis chapter 3, verses 1 through, looks like 24, which is really just all of chapter 3. The Fall of Man, this heading is called. Chapter 3, verse 1. Now, the serpent was more crafty than any of the wild animals the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, "Did God really say, 'You must not eat from any tree in the garden'?" The woman said to the serpent, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, 'You must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will surely die.'" "You will not surely die," the serpent said to the woman, "for God knows that when you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Yeah, well, that's why they will surely die, because they were innocent, and they didn't know how to do evil, and now they will. When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, but also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took it and ate it. She also gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate it. So he was with her when she went and did this. It's not like she tricked him into it. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they realized they were naked. So they sewed fig leaves together and made coverings for themselves. Then the man and the woman heard a sound of the Lord God as he was walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and they hid from the Lord God among the trees in the garden. But the Lord God called to the man, "Where are you?" He answered, "I heard you in the garden, but I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." And he said, "Who told you you were naked?" Because they didn't know anything about clothes. They didn't know the word naked. So it's sort of like when kid comes home from school and they're saying a word and like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Where'd you hear that from? Now we gotta talk about it. "Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" The man said, "The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree and I ate it." Then the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this that you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent deceived me and I ate it." Now remember, previous to this moment, both of these people are so innocent they don't even know what naked is. So they're essentially toddlers in their mental, emotional, and spiritual decision-making process. So just, So the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed are you above all the livestock and the wild animals. You will crawl on your belly, and you will eat dust all the days of your life, and I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring, or seed, and hers. He will crush, or strike your head, and you will strike his heel." Why people and snakes don't like each other, and why people get bitten by snakes. Snakes are afraid of us. So it's in their fear that they recoil and they bite. They're afraid they're going to die. People are afraid of predators. I mean, we're not afraid of predators as humans when we have certain weapons around us. But then, us without any weapons, and then suddenly, any wild animal that can become a threat. Right? To the woman, he said, I will greatly increase your pains in childbearing. With pain, you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you. To Adam, he said, because you listened to your wife and ate from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat of it. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil, you will eat of it all the days of your life. That's why we got to wait for things to grow, and you got to put all sorts of labor into getting food. And also, it's actually quite expensive to make any of the meals, even though it seems like not so expensive to us that are used to just picking it up from the grocery store. But there have been experiments done about that, and about like just to make a chicken sandwich and stuff. It's like from first purchase of what you would need, like getting everything you would need to grow a chicken, all the way through the process. It's quite expensive. It's quite expensive. It's like thousands upon thousands of dollars. It's like ridiculous. I think it was something north of 10,000. It was like, oh my goodness. So we toiling because he ate from the fruit. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plant of the field. By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food until you return to the ground, since from it you were taken. From dust you are, and to dust you will return. Adam, or the man, named his wife Eve, Eve probably means living. Probably. Because she would be mother of all the living. The Lord made garments of skin for Adam and his wife and clothed them. And the Lord God said, the man is now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and also take from the tree of life and eat and live forever. So the Lord God banished him from the Garden of Eden to work the ground from which he had been taken. After he drove the man out, he placed on the east side, or E, placed on the front. So whether or not front was east or not, of the Garden of Eden cherubim and a flaming sword flashing back and forth to guard the way to the tree of life. So he slammed the door to the Garden of Eden so they wouldn't be able to get the immortal making fruit, making the vessel immortal upon consumption instead of just the soul immortal by the grace of God, being the difference. Yeah. So each of us, of course, being subject to this declaration. But the serpent, now obviously to me, that's Satan. But he's talking to the serpent separate from Satan. So he's talking to, if you listen to this, he tells the serpent something. Your punishment is the future of humanity will not like you. They'll panic when they see you and they're going to try to kill you. That's your punishment for the rest of your kind. As in the rest of snakes. So temporary, or the serpent got deceived by Satan and then was sent to deceive, woman and man. Take that. However, that'd be interesting if that resonates for anybody else out there. Thoughts. Because, I mean, I would think he would have more and different choice words to say if it was only Satan, right? He wouldn't just be telling this, like, making humans afraid of snakes. So, until next chapter.